Hello, and welcome back to Just Math with me, Serena and Daya. Today in Just Math, we will be going over the systems of numeration. What is the systems of numeration, you ask? Well, we'll be discussing three types of ancient numeral systems. The one that we use here in the United States is known as the Hindu-Arabic numeral system. Another numeral system that we will be talking about is the ancient Egyptian numeral system, and boy, is that fun. And the last one we will be speaking about is the Roman numeral system. So, the Hindu-Arabic numeral system is an example of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's talk about what a number is. A number specifies quantity. So, if I had many things, the number specifying the quantity of it is I have 3 leaves. A numeral is a symbol which represents a number, and a system of numeration is a set of numerals together with a rule or scheme to combine numerals to represent numbers. As I said before, the one that we use in the United States is the Hindu-Arabic numeral system. So, when, for example, it's 1, 2, 3. So, here is our representation of the Hindu-Arabic system. 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and a million. This is what it is compared to in ancient Egypt. So, this is the staff, this is the ones place, this is the heel bone, this is the tens place, this is the scroll, this is the hundredths place, this is the lotus flower, it's the thousandths place, this is the pointing finger, it's the 10,000ths place, the tadpole is 100,000s, and the astonishing man is million, or astonishing person, a million. So, an example of using the ancient Egyptian numeral system is here. Astonishing man, 1 million, tadpole, 100,000, 2 pointing fingers, 20,000, 2 lotus plants, 2,000, 3 scrolls, 300, 1 heel bone, 1 10, that's a 10, and 3 staffs. 3. Your total comes out to 1,122,313. Boom. The thing about the ancient Egypt system is that it doesn't matter what order they go in. So if I were to have 2 scrolls on this side, it wouldn't matter. It would still equal the same amount of number. Also, ancient Egyptians knew of fractions. For example, this is the fraction symbol. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 staffs. So this means 1 over 9, 1/9. Fun fact, if you were to write the symbol 99,999, it would require you to use 45 symbols. That means that you are having to use 45 of these. How cool is that? Next up, we're at Roman numerals. So, Roman numerals can be used in many different things. Unlike the ancient Egyptian numeration system, they use both addition and subtraction instead of just adding everything all up. with the Roman numerals, you can basically see them anywhere. People see them in clocks, people see them in books. When watching Amazing Race maybe 2 years ago, they had to count how many steps were up the stairs in Rome, and they had to write that in Roman numerals. Some people did not know them. And what I see Roman numerals mostly in is the Super Bowl, and pray that Super Bowl 51 has the Raiders in it. Let's go. So, this are the Roman numerals compared to the Hindu-Arabic one that we are so used to. This is the 1, the V is 5, the X is 10, the L is 50, the 100 is a C, 500 is a D, and 1,000 is an M. Next up, we have the rules for Roman numerals. The first rule is, if a numeral is equal to or greater than the next numeral, add the 2. For example, V plus 5, V5 plus 1 equals 6. And then 3, 1, 2, 3 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals, oops, I forgot to write it, 3. The second rule is that if a numeral is smaller than the next, then subtract it. So, or if it goes smaller numeral, then big numeral, you subtract the small numeral by the bigger numeral. 5 minus 1 equals 4. And then 1 minus 10 equals 9. Third rule is that only powers of 10 could be subtracted. For example, 1, 10, 100, and 1,000. Examples like 5, 50, and 500 are not possible. Rule 4 is that subtraction can only happen from the next 2 higher Roman numerals. So, 1 and 5 works. 1 and 10 works. But 1 minus 50 doesn't work because it's too far away, it's too high for it. Only one numeral can be subtracted from another. So, if I were to have, let's say, 1, 2, 3, and x, like this, for example, would be 1, 2, 3 minus 10. It's not possible. Boom. Cannot equal 7. Okay. The next rule is that a numeral can only be repeated up to 3 times. So, if I were, grab this one, if I were to do 10, 10, 10, 10, that's not possible. What I would need to do is put the 50, the x, and then the 50. So that would be 10, it'd be 50 minus 10. And our last but not least rule is that if you were to put a bar above the 2 letters, it multiplies it by 1,000. We have 10 plus 5 equals 15. Multiply that with the line over by 1,000 equals 15,000. Okay, now it's time to find a big number. So, I already wrote one out for us. We have 3 M's, that's 3,000. 1 C, that's 100. We got 50 plus 10, 20 makes 70, and 1, 2, 3, 3. So we have 3,173. Boom. This is the Chinese symbol for 0. Isn't that a fun fact? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed learning about the systems of numeration. Boom, boom. Have a great day.